so we at the end last time we did the old we I think the day before the one before was about more fighting the statues, and I separated. I was talking to. Oh no, so it ended, wasn't it? Yeah, we separated, and I had a little chat with what's her face, and it didn't really work. And it ended the last session with fighting Drayden below and captured, which was no good. The main team got past those statues and found another cadre of Serpentis soldiers and a Dwarden named Kravis, who seemed to be tinkering around with some of the mechanisms. Molasses finally came downstairs with Juliana and the other Serpentis, and we all kind of met up, and it got a bit tense really because there was quite a lot of them and not a lot of us, but we were all still on a truce technically. I found some elevator plans which I gave to the team, and they worked with the Dwarden and Kravis to get the elevator working. We met another daughter of Cain called name skips a beat, but something cool. And eventually, Istra. And so we all descended the elevator, leaving most of the soldiers behind. So it's us four, and then Drayden, his mate Eris, who's another kind of Ponzi elf, Istra, the daughter of Cain, and Duarte, and oh no, was it? Oh, and Juliana. So we've all descended. We undertook a Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone style series of challenges, where you guys fought some Stormguards and beat them. You had to undertake a challenges to get through certain rooms. Why have I got a note? Oh yes, I got a note here saying Milo called Orixion the chunky hawk. I left that as a note for myself to make sure I let you know, Alex.
I don't even recall that now.
Well done, past me. I left a note there. I knew it would get me when I got here, so that worked. But there you go, chunky.
Stormcast Eternal Knight Azyros is probably one of the few things chunkier than me in real life. So it's actually if anything, a
doesn't fly as well as you though.
Not very aerodynamic. We we beat them. Went to a second room where we had to get past an object by believing in the Stormwake. We smashed that. I led us all through a maze. I'm denied about whether to try and ditch the other guys, and we didn't in the end. As we all have clumped together in a big lava pit, and on this island we see a shining cup, and hear the sounds of forging, and that's where it all finished. What did I miss?
No, that's a good summary. So you currently it's you four. Let me just get your tokens out.
I have a question for Mikey P.
Yes.
That was an excellent recap. Why was my recap last week when I was not here the previous week nothing like that?
I don't know. I took good notes last week for some reason. The week before was a bit weirdly. Not much actually really happened. We all kind of blithered.
Yes, and your summary last week reflected that.
Yeah, I bet.
But this week it was still like, yeah, it was awesome.
Even had Chunky Hawk written down.
I'm glad you noted the most important stuff down.
Oh yes. God, note these things down.
Yeah, Orixion made a pretty devastating charge attack, doing like 8 damage on the charge or something.
Spicy. That was pretty good.
Yes. So we're still in a truce with these other people. Are they tokens? Are they involved?
So with you, because Thistra, she was the one who stopped that swirling endless spell, which was the trial of magic. So she is left behind, but you're with Juliana, Carrich, the dwarf, and Eris, Swiftprow, and Drayden. We've just dropped down into this hatch. You see the big lake of fire, and then on this little island you see the goblet of secrets in the chamber of fire.
Copyright TM.
Yeah.
Captain this transphobia.
Yeah, and to remind you, third week in a row of the terms of your alliance. Whoever gets the Crucible first keeps it. All fair and good. Both parties leave either side of the valley, and then beyond that, it's alliance is over.
I don't remember that being part of the agreement.
There was a lot of talk last time. Molasses trying to find the perfect moment to strike at the allies.
To be fair, I was actually just being prepared in case we need it.
I'm not judging. I'm just telling.
That's
telling
what
it like it is.
We just kept on slowly accumulating. It felt like the elevator scene in Captain America, where just more and more enemies were piling to live with him. And I just felt like we were just kind of just accumulating more baddies, and you're like, "Bro, this is fine.
Yeah,
this is great."
Yeah,
we've whittled them down now. I feel better.
Whittled, but they're essentially a rival adventuring party.
Sure.
I mean, we need to get the relic, right? So
yeah,
at some point the alliance ends.
Well, yeah, but also 2 of this party are not really up for this relic leaving the place at all, as far as I remember. Zuriel wants more to collapse the whole thing, so no one ever touched it again, and Molasses would very happily chuck it in the lava, but also be happy to just leave it unattainable. So that's going to resolve itself. We will see.
I thought our mission was to bring it back.
No.
Our mission was to secure it.
Yeah.
But, oh yes, they did say... And again, hard to tell because she lies a lot. Talked to Juliana, she was part of the Blackscale call. She was very much like, oh yeah, don't believe them. We can help more people if we have it. Let us have it. All that kind of usual guff.
You know,
usual PR spin.
Classic, well-intentioned terrorist kind of stuff.
Yes,
yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think Zuriel and Molasses aligned on just nobody had it, and it was just left here for eternity.
That's probably true.
And like a Marvel sort of socialist terrorist, she's gonna kill innocent people just to prove that she's actually a baddie.
Yes. Yes, that's essential for her character development.
Equality for all, but also fuck these kids.
Die.
Oh, it's so terrible.
The establishment is always the real goodie. Might not be perfect, but it's the only real goodie.
Exactly. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone's a bit like your party and the other party kind of look at each other, look at this cup, which you assume is the Crucible of Life, and you see Juliana say something to Carrich, and he starts getting on his rigging, you know, like the Dwarden rigging, like his little jump pack thing, as he prepares to go and fly over the lava.
Orixion will also prepare to fly over the lava.
I cast an illusion of...
We're not going to be able to sail over the lava in your illusionary boat.
No, I've got this one. There's no boats. No, Tobias, I cast an illusion of just a spew of lava just spurging out of lava in front of
Carrich
to try and distract him, and hopefully make a hasty retreat back to land, giving Orixion a bit more time to move. So let me just roll that. Hope it doesn't explode in our faces. Yeah, what I'm doing there, losing at 5-2. All is good. Let's see, where's my... I haven't got my character sheet yet. Apologies, everyone. Right, it'll kick off so quickly. Bear with me. I'm on a channeling test. Bear with me. Go. Channeling. Lovely. Go. DX5. Great. That's great. So that succeeds. So yeah, big plume of lava erupts. I mean, within a scary distance, and looking pretty natural to try and startle them to retreat a bit.
Nice. So, what the range of your illusion?
Remember, it's a bit ridiculous. It's a medium range, so I can cast, I guess, across at least one zone. We're in the zone
into the next one, yeah.
Yeah, remember, it can be as a big... Well, the target is zone, range medium. It can be as big as other ones, so it's, a bit nuts. Remember, it can be up to a zone in size. I didn't write it down. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so...
The entire chamber is filled with lava.
Orixion, what's your flying speed?
That's an excellent question. And it deserves an answer.
Very generous.
Yeah. Fuck. Celestial winds. Damn, I didn't copy it. Fuck.
Damn!
Stall him! Jimmy, play me out!
I mean, it must be at least 30 knots, right?
30 knots.
Well, Kravitch's flying speed is normal, but I assume a Knight of Azyros could fly faster.
I would guess so, but then I would guess lots of things about the Stormcaster 10 odds in this game that have proven to be inaccurate for balancing reasons. So,
exactly.
Let me what were they called? Celestial Wings. I need to find them, or actually, I just probably need to find the Knight Azyros, and it'll just be there, right? Just page 70. Fuck, no, it isn't. It says I have Celestial Wings, but it doesn't say what they do. Milo's had time to go and have a wee while I'm thinking about it.
Let me have a look as well. I swear I've seen it somewhere.
Searching now for the phrase Celestial Wings. Because it's not immediately obvious where to find it. Okay, no. That's not even... What the fuck? Right.
Questions Olly wished he never asked.
Oh, it says a fly speed of normal as well.
There we go.
So Kravitch's initiative is actually 8. So he jets off the ground and is able to make his way across the lava out of range of the illusion. So the illusion appears. Molasses is basically too slow to send up a lava plume as Carrich kind of gets across to the island. Orixion, on your turn, you also manage to zoom and get to the island, and you land both on either side of the cup.
You were going to get taken to the graveyard.
Yeah.
You're going to touch it at the same time. But which of us is the spare?
I was preparing my dinner.
Ken the spare.
It seems like my illusion has been completely useless. What the heck happened there, right?
Well, unfortunately...
Oh, what have you?
Yes.
Unfortunately, Papa.
Yes.
Kravitch's initiative is 8. So he was able to...
That is a lot of initiative. Let's just think about that for a moment.
So he has the ability ready for anything.
Oh, well, that's very convenient. Ready for lava explosions.
Cannot be surprised and gains +2 initiative.
A very...
6 initiative's pretty bloody good.
Yeah. Fair enough. That is a very convenient thing to have.
So we both, Orixion and Carrich, have both landed on the island and are equidistant from the magical cup of dreams.
Indeed.
Good. I mean, Orixion will try and grab it, but will not be as quick as Carrich. So,
yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah. So he grabs it. The question I want to ask you is: Do you honour the agreement or do you strike?
No. I'll strike absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, Orixion has absolutely no interest in honouring an agreement with a criminal organisation. He's got a mission to do for Sigmar, and in service of that is delivering this back or destroying it, depending on what his party decides. You know, he's not going to fucking honour a deal with the mafia. It's not important. So yeah, he'll attack Carrich with his sword.
Okay, let me just. I've got his image here. Apologies, it's not a token, but I'll stick it there.
Well, actually, all right, okay. He might try to.
Oh, it's horrible! It's square.
I know.
That's a rectangle, not even a square.
Like Warhammer colon the old world.
I don't like it.
Square bases.
Can we get a new GM? Is that?
Hang on, I'll make some.
No,
some
we're joking.
circles.
Don't worry about it.
Take 5 minutes, chaps. Let me just roll out some tokens.
Because
sounds like
we only have one
Hit point.
thingy left.
Yes.
Oh,
Toughness.
oh wow.
Pretty nasty. Pretty nasty, you guys. Pretty nasty.
We're not many rest.
Yeah. Got hit on the head with a hammer.
That'll happen. That will happen. Okay, Orixion will try using words first to exhort.
You say boo.
Exhort Carrich to give him the
Quite a change of heart he's had there.
up in
He
Sigmar.
saw his toughness score.
He's changed his mind based on his toughness. Yeah.
No, well, actually, I hadn't, but it looks like I have. So we'll go with the fighting instead. That's fine.
I mean,
Fighting is probably what's going to happen anyway. I highly doubt that he's going to be suggestible enough for me to be like, "In the name of Sigmar, give me that treasure now and leave this place." I don't think that's likely to go very well. So, whatever.
Well, token incoming.
He's getting sworded. Getting sworded. It's
I
happening.
mean, it's up to you. I mean, if Orixion would engage in combat, wounded as he is up to you.
Yay.
Don't let everyone else bully you into.
Whoa!
I am a big dwarf. No.
Very big dwarf. Proper
Whoa.
Norse mythology. That is giant
Yeah.
dwarves. I think Orixion would try to reason with him first. And say, well caught, Dwardin, but I'm sure that you wish to honor your gods and mine by giving that relic back to its rightful owner, the God King. Hand it over. And I guess, like, do the diplomacy thing. I guess it's not really like, it's probably not applicable to my diplomat talent because it's not like solving an existing conflict. It's just trying to convince him to give me a thing. You have an advantage on opposed tests when attempting to resolve a conflict, gauge other people's moods and intentions, and tell if people are lying. Not really.
So, oh, bugger.
Why be conflict having?
So, sorry, just uploading all my new tokens. Hang on. By popular decree. So, yeah, I mean, I think he's just like, now don't be telling me you'll be going back on your word of your terms of agreement now. I thought you Stormcast was supposed to be the honourable type that we were supposed to look up to.
There's only one person worth looking up to in these realms, Dwardin, and that's Sigmar. I am his servant. You would do well to serve him by giving me that before you become an enemy of the king.
I think he says.
No.
I think he says. Hang on, let me see what weapon he has so we can pull it out or cool. Oh, I don't even know what that is. He pulls out some sort of etheric,
like AR-15 or something. Like,
some fucking javelin missile launcher. He says, yeah, he pulls out some etheric weapon and says, I think I'll take my chances. And opens fire on you. So his ranged is good. You're good as well, are you, armor-wise?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Average.
All right.
And
so
only
it's-
1 toughness.
Then it is 3. There's only 2, so it's 3 damage, but it is penetrating.
Penetrating, is that? Is that? What does that mean? Does it mean it ignores all armor, or just some of the armor?
Let's have a little look-see. Anyone know off the top of their head? Save me looking.
Negative.
Negatory.
That is hair.
Always negatory if you get a chance.
Ignores 1 point of armor. So it's 3 damage, ignoring 1 point of armor.
It wasn't even clever, but I really enjoyed it. Alright, well, I actually only have 1 point of... No, I have 2 points of armor, because we poured all our armor back on.
Yes.
So I do still have 1 point of armor, so I only take 2 damage. But that is enough to do me another wound D, because I've only got 1 toughness left, right? So every... So I take that 1 damage on my toughness, and then the other damage deals me a wound?
Yes. A minor wound.
Okay, add a minor wound. Right, done. Good. Well, I mean bad, but done.
And and then he uses his turn to fly away over the lava on his Aether Rig. Juliana and Eris spring out their weapons to face the rest of you. And at that moment, the lava rumbles and something appears from the center of the lava.
I'm not doing that. This isn't me. Does it eat him? Please tell me it eats the dog.
Oh god, that would be so good. I mean, it would destroy the cup and the dwarf all in one go.
And when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Can I just
But would it actually destroy it? Because the whole point of actually having this structure was to protect it, right? And they needed to be protected because they couldn't be destroyed.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
That's-
Sigmar
so-
can destroy it, so...
Yep, that's true.
So maybe it should actually eat it, because then it'll just be inside of it, and that's
Even better protected.
That's insane.
I mean, one wonders why Sigmar didn't feed it to the Magmadroth or whatever it is before.
True.
Yeah. Must be a bit of an idiot.
Well, you'll be able to ask him yourself in a couple of minutes.
It shouldn't take long.
The Stormcast humour. Right, so we'll start. You're right over there, Orixion.
Never better.
It's like I said it myself.
Yeah. Right, so we'll start.
Could you please describe this beast that has just
Oh,
entered
yes.
the arena?
Well, it's just a very large, fiery dragon thing, and also you can see in its skin are like what you've seen if you ever see a fire slayer. They have these runes, these golden runes that are etched into their skin that burn, and this Magmadroth has the same thing. Also, Molasses, you remember seeing iconography of such a beast on that standard you saw, that banner.
So
You
he
saw
really wasn't
Sigmar
related
fighting it.
Oh. So he really wasn't related to the lizard men then.
So we'll start a new round of combat then.
Can I ask, for my, as far as we can tell, the only point of entry to this chamber is the little hatch we came in on?
Correct.
What is like, is it up just like cave, stalactites? Pointing down, is it just cave roof, or is it just... Okay. Cool. Okay, well that's fine. It's not getting out of here, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, you round of combat then.
Cool. Let me just check everybody's initiative. Yes, we'll say that Carrich is because he's first initiative anyway, so that'll be him, and then initiative 7. So Drayden Stormcloud, having whipped his spear out and pointed it towards you, Carrich. Obviously you're in front. Sees the Magmadroth explode out of the lava, and he says, "By the grace of Sigmar, we will not stand a chance against that thing. We should escape immediately and continue this outside, but we must make all haste." And he goes to try and run back to the hatch. Past you, Carrich.
Drayden. I put him in a pit of shades.
So I think I should be able to hit him using a reaction.
Also, again, just let him leave.
Let me just check to be sure.
Did you have to be in your mountain stance for that to work?
Nope, it's there. I just posted it.
So you're going to make your free action against Drayden?
Against the one that abandoned us, betrayed us, and now is trying to escape, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
What's his...
His armor is average.
And my melee is good, so that's on 3s.
Yep.
That is 3 successes, but I do have a focus point, which I'll use to increase that 2 to a 3. That's 4 successes, that's 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. He has no points of armor. So he takes 6 wounds. He's like trying to run past you up into the shaft, and you just smack him down with your hammer. He falls to the ground, and he's like, "What the hell do you think you're doing? We stay down here, that thing's gonna roast us alive."
Stoic response.
Okay. And then I think Eris Swift Prow will then just run past and out of the hatch. It's Juliana's initiative. 6 as well, so she's going to run out of the hatch. Yeah, and then it's 5, which is Zuriel, right?
Yes. It is.
'Tis is.
It is. Okay. Zuriel has got a plan, but he doesn't know if it's a good one. So that's always fun, isn't it?
'Tis.
The hatch is like here somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's just underneath. Underneath Molasses.
So technically speaking, it's in this zone.
Mm-hmm.
Then Zuriel is gonna hold his action. Actually, yes, he's gonna hold his action. Do I need to give you my preparation of what I'm doing?
Maybe.
Maybe. It's got a fairly simple trigger.
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Well, in that case, I will tell you what Zuriel is doing. He his sword's crackling with lightning, but actually he waits for Rig Boy.
Yeah.
And if he enters his zone, he will cast a spell.
Okay.
Oh wait, before I do that, because I'm gonna put an arcane shield on myself in case there's a dragon attack.
Yeah.
So just gonna do that. Mystic shield on self is successful with loads of success, actually. Too much success. So he's got a shield for 4 rounds now.
Nice.
Which feels like it could come in handy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then he's holding his action.
Okay.
His second name, the metal.
So actually, I should have done the Magmadroth initiative 7, but I could do them now.
Our initiative sucks, guys. We need to work on that.
Only points into reflexes.
No.
So it has 2 heads. When I attack with that, I can make another attack as a reaction. That's good.
Wait, where's the second head?
Wow, this is generic. It's cool because they basically the runes basically give it different unique stat buffs, which is cool.
Come again?
So each one is customized like differently because the runes are like feats that you give fire slayers, but you can give it to this dragon, so you can make it
right.
You can upgrade it in different ways. So this has 2 heads, which means it can attack twice, basically.
That's cool.
So it will do its first attack. Well, it will do an attack on everyone in this zone.
Quick question, since you said that it doesn't look like the image, does it have wings?
It does not.
Yeah, so run me through.
So it's currently swimming in lava.
Swimming, yeah, swimming.
It's a lot bigger than the token is.
Standing up out of the lava.
Standing up out of
Oh, it's standing up in the lava.
Yeah, it's an
This
enormous.
is the-
It's an enormous beast. It's its own zone. It's one of those guys.
You,
Ah,
you in a
gotcha.
kiddie
Right.
pool.
That
Picture
changes
you in
a
kiddie
lot of
pool on
things.
your hands and knees. So,
But he's now in our zone, even though he's his own zone.
No, he's in his own zone. So unless you're on top of him, he won't be in your zone.
He's attacking with like a bite attack, or is it a flame spew attack?
So he's using his blazing maw, which is sounds like a pretty
You
good
have to
attack.
ask, Mikey. You have to ask.
Well, I like. He's quite far away, but he's big. But I don't know how big. I don't know if I like to know what's going on. You know
He's gonna kill you in one bite. Don't worry.
what?
It
Maybe.
does seem likely.
So the first attack is going to be against Carrich.
Right. So
It's 10d6,
what?
It's what?
Whoop.
and
oh,
his melee is extraordinary.
Mm.
So 1, 2,
Alright.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10 damage. It's penetrating. I don't think Kravich has that much.
Yeah, we should
is
leave.
this only on Kravich or is this on Orixion as well?
This is just Kravich at the moment, but he gets 2 attacks.
Right.
Where are you, Kravich? Oh shit. So he ignores that armor. Yeah, he takes out all his toughness, and then he does a major wound to him. So he's got that many wounds left. Then he's going to attack Orixion with the same thing.
Jesus.
Still damage on all but one.
Yeah, that's 9 plus 2. That's 11 damage. So that's 3 spaces on the wound tracker as a big wound.
Okay, so I've got one minor wound right now.
Yeah.
And I take... What does this count as? So I add a deadly?
Yes. So it's 3 spaces on the wound track.
Okay, I'm now at 4 wounds out of 5. If I hit 5, do I just die outright?
No, then you start doing death saving throws, which they basically get harder.
Right.
I think we can read that if it comes to it, but yeah.
So if you got shot, and
you should be fine.
Like maybe whipped in the chest with the thing's massive tail while it was biting the other guy.
Oh no, it's just like blisteringly, like it just claws at him and then it just turns around and claws at you. It's like it's very, very fast moving, and you can see its runes like glowing to make it faster.
Oh, nice, that's even scarier. Great.
Yeah.
It's horrifying, actually.
Okay, cool. So it has. Let's have a look. It's got 2 metal.
Jesus Christ.
So it will do it again. It'll do its 2 attacks again.
Yeah, very good.
So you want to read up on what happens when you reach full wounds, Alex?
No, I'm probably just going to roll a new character, to be honest.
So Kravich goes down to 1 wound track left, wound space left, and yeah. So Orixion, you are down to 0 wounds. So let's just quickly see what to do.
Well, I was just before this battle started, I was like, damn that Orixion, he got there too quickly. I was thinking about teleporting there to get the cup. And now I'm thinking, God, Orixion, you're so brave and selfless.
So,
it's like, as soon as you flew, I was like, best chance.
So you're now stunned, which means you can only do an action or a movement, and you can't do any metal. At the beginning of your next turn, you make a death test. A death test is DN4. The complexity of the test is determined by the severity of the wound that caused you to become mortally wounded. Because that was a deadly wound, it's going to be 4-3 DN. If you succeed, you manage to cling to life. You're no longer mortally wounded and remove the stunned condition. If you fail, you edge closer to death. The DN of the death test increases by 1. You can never go above 6. If the DN would ever go above 6, you die. This usually means you have to fail a death test 3 times.
So wait, is it DN4 or DN3?
So it's a 4-3, but if you fail again, it goes up to a 5-3.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes up to a 6.
It's a 3 because of the nastiness of the wound that took me below it.
Yeah.
If I'd been taken below it by just like a little dink.
Yeah.
Then
But also, if you suffer damage, it increases by 1 as well.
So what do you use to calculate your death saving dice amount?
There's a button. There's a button on the.
Yeah, but do you know how it's calculated?
Nope.
So it's a 4. So basically, on your turn, it'll be a 4-3.
No, not that. I mean, like the actual number of dice that you have to roll. Do we know how to calculate that?
It's your highest attribute.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
I missed that part. Okay.
Just reading it myself.
Yeah. But if you take damage, then your next one will be higher, and it will get higher on its own anyway.
Good luck.
Rolling your highest attribute is not good. Like that's a weak roll.
To get.
Like my highest attribute is soul, and that's 4. So I'll be rolling 4 dice and needing to get 3 4-ups.
Yeah.
So if you want Orixion in the game, someone needs to come and grab me pretty damn sharpish.
Yeah, the problem is, that if we come to grab you, we're risking getting.
That's not what I would do in any of your places. I would fuck off and leave Orixion to die.
Thanks, gentlemen.
And I'll spend my last point of metal on the Magmadroth to do it again.
Yeah.
Absolutely savage.
So So Carrich goes down.
Mm-hmm.
He's mortally wounded. He's still floating, which means he can still. It's all foreseen by the GM. So he can move because he's stunned anyway. But he's taking the wounds. He will have to do death saving throw. Orixion, you will have to do a 5-3 test on your go next. Yeah.
Why? Because he's hitting me again. Yeah.
He's hit you again.
Done damage.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. And then initiative 4 people. So that will be you, Orixion, doing your death test.
Wow, that was we're only at initiative 4. Whew.
It's almost like you should have listened to Drayden instead of smacking him with a hammer. But oh well.
This.
Yeah, Drayden's an
What?
asshole. So
Yeah, first of all, like, he deserves it.
I appreciate it.
yeah.
And if we can knock him
appreciated
unconscious.
Carrick's sheer uncharacteristic vindictiveness.
No, it's not the vindictiveness. There's a reason why he stayed quiet. This is the 3rd time they've been betrayed as a group, and he's very trusting of people, and this has completely hurt him.
He literally shouted a warning to run, and then began running because that's how initiative turn works. I don't know, in your head, like, how was this a betrayal? Did he like slip out the door, like, see ya?
No, but the betrayal was when he left us in the forest. That was the betrayal.
Yeah, that was the betrayal.
And now
Where are the other two?
Yeah,
They did draw weapons on us and begin the attacking because Orixion started with words.
It's not his 3rd time betraying, it's the team's 3rd time. So first the ship, right? And then the whole thing with the Conclave, we still don't know exactly what was going on there.
Also, Orixion,
and now this.
Orixion threatened Carrich with violence.
He didn't stab him.
No, that's true. It was just a threat of stabbing. Clearly, it was fine under the alliance.
Orixion didn't threaten Carrich with stabbing. He threatened his immortal soul with the
which is even worse.
And punishment of the God King Sigmar.
I'm merely saying I see why Carrich might feel betrayed in this situation. It could be construed as a betrayal. The Dwarden stabbing the Stormcast, taking the cup, and everyone starting to run away with their spoils.
Yeah.
Yes, and in court it'll go down like that, and you guys will be the good guys, even though you've been plotting to backstab them since the last session.
Also, look at it this way, right?
Like a few good men, and like mine and Milo's like superior officer from the military will turn up, and everyone will be like, "Ooh, he's a general," and we'll win the case because of national pride, and it'll be great.
Yeah. Yep.
Watch A Few Good Men; it's great. They don't win.
Support the troops.
Support the death saving throw. How's that going?
How is the death saving throw?
Someone is better. Okay, so it's my turn now. I need to roll 3 5s on a roll of 4 dice.
You did a miracle. If only you had some of those.
Yeah, that'd be great, wouldn't it? I need some strands of fate dice.
Ugh.
Like that, Ollie. That's just for you. That one. It's just for
Can't wait.
Absolutely can't wait. I don't want to see them in action at all.
Well,
it's not a bad attempt.
It's a failure, actually.
I
go so far as to say it's a failure.
Very
close, though.
So that's 1 failure out of 2. I've only got one. Actually, I'm only going to have 1 more chance because it goes up to 6-3 now.
Unless you get hit twice, and then it will go 6 and beyond, which will
and then I
kill
just
you.
die.
That is true.
That's true. It could be worse. Sorry. That's right.
I will. So it does say an ally within close range can use an action to make a medicine test to stabilize you. The DN of the test is equal to the DN of the death test, which is be like
brutal.
Maybe a 6-3 medicine test.
I'm the medic. Right.
Wait, what?
I won't.
I'm the medic.
achieve that, right? Like, I've got the medic talent, I've got training and focus in medicine, and I would fail that test easily.
Alternatively,
is that the only way to stabilize someone?
Alternatively, you or an ally within close range can spend a soul fire to cheat death. You are no longer mortally wounded and recover half your total toughness. You still have full soul fire.
Yeah, so that's, I think that should be the way forward.
Right.
Or Alex rolls a new character. We'll decide. Sorry, Molasses, go.
I'm torn between doing something cool and doing something in character. So I'm just trying to figure that out.
Surely that's the same thing.
I mean, she is pretty cool, but no, it's not particularly in character. I can't.
You make an illusion of a sexy lady, dragon.
No. I'm also trying to figure out my abilities because there's something interesting written here that I just don't. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. I'm doing this because it's fun. I turn to everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
How big are you?
Very big. And I say, you'd better fucking leave me away out of here. And I cast Mirror Dart to immediately swap places with Orixion.
What? What's the range on that?
Long.
Okay. Legal?
Yes.
Legal move?
Yep. If they choose to. If Orixion's happy with me swapping places with him in a mirror dance. Or if he wants to stay there.
I don't think Orixion has anything close to the amount of consciousness to argue with anything anyone does to or with him at this point. Like,
Cool. So I do.
Dance, it'll happen.
I do that. You may have noticed the consternation on Molasses' face forced to this kind of eyeing up the exit and eyeing up this fool of a storm cloud bleeding out an island.
A storm cloud.
Maybe she's softened a bit by their adventures together. Here we go. You know what? I love a sacrifice play. You know I'm all about that. Right. Carrich. I'm casting spell sparingly because it does matter. Right, it's 5-2 pass. It should be pretty easy.
Couldn't have said that.
Oh, you should not have said that.
Should not. Oh, shouldn't have said that.
Should not have said that.
Great. It's fine. It's fine too. So I got 2 focus points, so I passed. It's all good.
You got 2 fours. Yeah.
It's all good. So, in a flash, in a glint of mirror and reflection of light, Molasses disappears, and in her place arrives Orixion.
Whoop!
All right.
Now, with my metal. Now this is interesting because when I use Mirror Dance and I exit, I'm wreathed in shadow. I would love to just literally at that moment fucking just disappear in a stealth. But I'm trying to figure out if I can like land in shadow and then almost shadow step somewhere in shadow and use myself to kind of fucking disappear basically from the dragon's eyes. It's whether or not that seems viable, whether he would have noticed me as I kind of appeared. Was he looking at Orixion? It's all very interesting.
So let me just double check.
Very interesting.
It's very interesting.
The aim is to fuck off and have him looking at nothing. But it's
looking at
I'll
nothing.
leave that to the.
Right. Normally these kind of things are like it has can see it through any magical trick.
Oh fuck off!
Well, I'm just treating it. It might not be the case.
In boring D&D world, that's true.
Yeah.
But this wouldn't be a magic trick.
It's Soulbound world.
This would be very physical. I'd be literally hiding on the other side of this little mountain down grabbing to the other side of it.
Yeah.
World of sexy naked lady dragons.
It would be. I'm just trying to think.
Classic.
I mean, I think there's one spot where there's going to be some shadow, given that the lava.
I'm not going under the bridge.
No, on top of the dragon.
Oh fucking!
No, I'm not joking.
No, I know you're not, and I love you for it because that's my. I love jumping on top of a giant beast. But usually ones that are a bit less.
It won't really feel you on it because it's massive, right? So it won't really feel you like landing on top of it.
I don't hate
it. Can't really attack you if you're on it. What it's going to do? Scratch its own back.
I don't hate the idea.
Right.
So you could get away with that.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm loving the idea.
So it only has a natural awareness of 2. So
Okay.
you could definitely do a stealth. You can do a stealth test as a free action, right? So you can.
So I stealth test when I shadow step. So I've done the mirror and I've appeared, but I appear wreathed in shadow.
Yeah.
It just seems like I should be able to then use that shadow to then shadow step and use a stealth test to disappear. That's what I can do when I shadow leap. I can do my stealth test.
And how far can you shadow leap?
I can shadow leap long range. So I guess theoretically I could actually leap back again.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking though. Why would
actually?
you
Yeah,
not?
you're right. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna be that biggest hero. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm shadow leaping back to this.
I mean, at this
shadow
point,
here.
Molasses probably would shadow step back
Yes.
onto the dragon, but
Yeah, that's fair.
but it's probably best if Molasses doesn't.
Yes. No, actually, you're fucking right. Yeah, of course, I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, fuck it. I ride wreathed in shadow, so I'm literally in the best state possible, and I use my metal to use shadow leap and fucking shadow leap back into these little shadows over here.
You are just a cartoon fucking ninja. Like,
Poof, poof.
And you still have movement left, right? So you can leave.
Do I? I guess. Yeah, technically, I suppose. You use shadow leap. Shadow leap is your move. Shadow leap is your move.
that makes sense.
But so technically, I have metal left actually, because I only use one action for the thingy. Use metal to move.
You spent 1 metal.
I'll say you spent your action to do your hide because
Great.
you wouldn't have been in shadows on that island in the middle of the lake of lava.
Except that my cloak always cast me in shadow, and I spawned in shadow from my mirror dance. Actually, thank you very much, DM. So I was actually doubly in shadow.
I think it's quite a well-lit island.
You were in shadows +1.
I was weirdly, although it's fully lit, I was actually more shadow than I've probably been all campaign.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I use my metal to use the soul fire this turn and do that now?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. With the party has to agree, otherwise. you
of course.
Doom.
It is aggravatingly cool move from Molasses.
To have like rematerialized as well, like bloody heavy bastard. Carry him.
I'm not carrying him though. You can do that.
Somebody do the thing. You know the thing they told us we could do. You do the thing. Go on.
So yeah, I use my metal to cast Soulfire, or use a Soulfire to heal and resurrect Orixion, unless there's any complaints. More out of selfish, and I don't want to carry him, so if he can walk, better.
Cool. So you're up to. So you're no longer mortally wounded, and you got your half your toughness back.
You're welcome.
How does that manifest on my wound tracker, though? Do I remove the wounds that I have?
No, you're still
just full of holes.
You're still fully wounded, and I think any damage you take beyond your toughness will put you back to mortally wounded again.
Wow.
So think of yourself at like 1 HP basically, plus toughness.
Well, shit. Orixion does the double take, cough back to life, coughs up a bunch of blood, and is like, what happened?
Well, fortunately, Molasses had her face looming over him, so it was enthralled to have blood coughed on her face. It's a great surprise, and she just says, "You're welcome," and just disappears into shadows.
Okay, cool. So I think now finally it is Carrich's turn. The silent Avenger.
Oh yeah, because Zuriel didn't act. As in, like he's deferred. He's holding.
Deferred.
So how does Drayden look? Is he great?
Finish him.
Look, Daryl, if you tie up all the criminals in the mortal realms, and then this guy you squash his head with like a melon, I will call Game of Thrones season 8 bullshit on you.
I was just going to ask how. I wanted to see if I could.
Wanted to help him.
No, I wanted to see if I can just knock him out so we can carry him out. But at least he'll be a prisoner.
I don't
That's
know
it. I didn't want to kill him.
People out in this game.
knock him out of existence.
You've not taken him off his toughness yet, so you haven't given him a wound yet.
Yeah, okay, he can take 2 or 3 more hits then before we leave.
You say so.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess for my first turn, since I have 2 turns after each other, for my first turn I'll spend both my turn on the metal, hitting him. Non-lethally if possible.
Non-lethally with the giant mallet.
I love hitting people non-lethally.
Done it before.
Yes.
I think he gets like a bump on his head, like a little Tom and Jerry style bump.
Alright, so that's 3 successes with my focus, so that's 5 damage.
Okay, so he takes a wound. I always forget the nomenclature. Is it a he takes a serious wound.
Oh.
Why so serious?
Serious but non-lethal wound.
Very serious, non-lethal wound.
That's kind.
So I see.
Leave badass scars.
Probably like permanent brain damage.
1 more.
You should.
What is Carrick's priority? Why is Carrick beating up that guy?
That is 4 successes. That's 6 damage.
His inner Rosa.
So that's a deadly wound. So he's mortally wounded, and he has to make a 4-3 test.
Can I just check? What is Drayden's ethnicity?
Elf.
Okay. Just trying to work out why it is that Carrot feels like he needs to be beaten to within an inch of his life.
Drayden's been a right
Being
twat.
mortally but non-lethally wounded.
Yes. Now, so my turn's over. So it's my turn again.
Well,
so can I spend an action?
Sorry, Zuriel deferred the end of my round, didn't he? She must have got something.
No,
Zuriel is prepared until his next turn.
Oh, okay.
So for my second turn, am I able to, like, just obviously he's unconscious now?
He's mortally wounded. He's not unconscious.
Hit him again!
But I can't hit him again and then leave. So
You grapple him or like manhandle him out.
Oh, you want to?
No.
Sorry, you want to smack him to near death for trying to leave, and then fucking leave yourself.
yes, but he won't be able to run away from us.
Yeah, because he'll be dead.
Dead.
I wanted to just knock him unconscious and then we can carry him out.
Yeah, that's what I assume you were doing. Yeah.
What? Leave? Why? Just
No.
let him do whatever he was going to do.
No.
Alright.
I have a plan. And I genuinely support what Carrich is doing.
Okay.
Go on then.
Do you understand why that's not reassuring to any of us?
Oh well, I can ask you my last turn if you want. If I'm not
Okay, what I'll do, because I can't keep on hitting him now because otherwise I won't be able to leave. So can I leave through the hatch now? I'll take it out. I'll take an attack of opportunity if I have to. It's fine.
Yeah, you can leave through the hatch. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think. I think if you're stunned, you can't do opportunity attacks. So
You're saying that he's stunned.
So he is stunned, so I can actually grab him.
no, stunned is basically like mortally wounded. Has the condition stunned because it shares the same trait. So you can either move or attack, but not both. You can't spend any.
Right.
metal.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll leave through the hatch, but for my second action, I'll defend the area.
On above the hatch.
So as soon as you exit the hatch, I'll be there defending the area, the zone.
Okay.
In case he comes through.
Because he crawls through on his fingernails.
The other guys are waiting at the top.
He's already dead.
Fine. Nice. Right then. You're the first act. Drayden initiative 6, I believe. So the Magmadroth gets to go next.
Oh.
Yay! Oh no, wait. Carrich in his initiative bonkersness gets to go next. Actually.
Oh fuck! Is he still active? I thought he was stunned and dead and droopy.
He is, but when you're stunned, you can either move or act. I said it about 5 times. So he's going to move with his action, and then Zuriel will trigger Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's effectively what's happening here. Now, just a general point of interest, perhaps maybe it's metagamey. Nah, it sounds a bit metagamey. He's just gonna fucking sling an arcane bolt right in his face.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Actually, I forgot to do his death test. Actually, let me just quickly do that.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna have to do another one in a minute.
Yeah.
Only on his turn. Krivich. So his best thing is only 3. So he's got to get 5. No, 4. No, yeah, 4, 3.
That is going to be difficult.
Fails. So his death save's up to 5-3 now, and now you can hit him.
We'll hit him with an arcane bolt.
Boot.
A coruscating sheet of lightning from my hands.
Boom.
Taking a spicy old 4 damage there.
Yeah, so he's his death saving throw is now 6-3. So he's dead if he gets hit again. Basically.
Yeah. I can't do that again, can I? Can I?
You can still use your metal.
Again!
I mean, I'll double check.
I mean, it's sort of like how rules roll over and over, right? Like, whether it's the correct application of the prepare action or not, but I'll leave it for you to decide. But I would like to finish him.
React. If the trigger for your reaction doesn't happen, you can choose to proceed to the next round without taking an action. Or you can take a different action, but act last in the initiative. Okay. Yeah, I mean, prepare yourself to act when a specific event happens. To act is to take a turn, I guess.
Yeah. Just gonna do the Well, his action is to attempt to kill the flying dwarf. So.
Aye.
So yeah, he just does it again. Shoop.
It does it again.
It's a slightly weaker arcane bolt, but it's still. Oh, it's actually. No, with the focus, that's still going to be 3 damage.
Yeah. So you shoot him with the arcane blast bolt, and eventually you break his aether rig, and he starts to fall down into the lava with the crucible of life.
But he looks so close to the side.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for the guy. He's been through hell, and he nearly made it out. But yeah, Zuriel has a grin but satisfied expression as he shoots down
Okay.
the dwarven thief.
Thief.
Did you have no plan to save the relic?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you did. I was gonna teleport and grab it out.
I did think about doing crazy shit like that, but then
you didn't want to copy
Zuriel's objective has actually just been achieved.
I mean,
The
Molasses
Crucible of Life is in the safest place it can possibly be,
Molasses is delighted.
unless anyone is able to react in that instant to somehow stop it. But
Is
that's
the
him
concept
achieving his goals.
is the concept that it'll just sink into the lava, it won't destroy it, but it'll just sit in the bottom of the lava bed? Is that?
That's this.
That's what Zuriel thinks.
Yeah,
Oh.
fair enough.
Molasses is happy either way, if it burns or if it sinks.
And the Magmadroth just goes and like, takes it out and puts it back on the island. Gives it a little...
with a really delicate giant claw, like.
Yep. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Initiative... okay, so fine. Crab's dead. Drayden gets to act next.
What's left of him?
Mortally wounded Drayden.
Begs for his life.
Throws
Please, not again.
cauldron of molten rock.
Yeah, let's just say he does it. He can't even do anything because he's mortally wounded. That's what you all want, right? You want him to be dead.
No,
like every other NPC.
Hey, now,
He's just going to be dead.
You all.
I've got a plan.
It's a unilateral campaign by the Daryl Federation to invade the Ukraine that is Drayden.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't fucking do anything.
Military operation on Drayden's head.
I think he needs to do a death saving throw. What was that? What was the damage you did? Oh yeah, it was definitely more than.
Really tickles me.
It was big damage.
Sorry, I offended you, Mike.
Yeah, so he's up to 5-3. Oh, and then it's the Magmadroth's turn. Rawr.
It's just the Magmadroth using MySpace.
Right.
Right, so as its first action, it will do Roaring Fire Stream.
I don't like the sound of that.
It throws back its head and spews forth a wave of flaming bile that melts armor.
Oh no.
I can choose a zone within medium range. You're all in the same zone.
The other one.
Can I suggest this zone? Or this one? Or
Each
this one?
target in the zone must make a 4-3 reflexes test.
Reflexes, yes.
Whoa, what was I saying about reflexes earlier?
Yeah, that should be real easy.
I only have 3 of them.
Real easy.
Yeah, me too.
Can I ask, is this... Oh, wait a minute. What's it do?
I actually have 4 of those.
Is this attack going to take defense
But I have
into
not
account at all?
succeeded.
Is this... No.
It's not going to take defense into account at all.
What do you mean defense?
That's-
Your defense rating?
Well, yeah,
Nope.
that's really annoying.
Yeah, me too. I've got Mystic Shield on right now. Pretty upset about it.
I'm like shrouded in shadow. And I've never been more. I've got such good defense right now. It's crazy.
It's an area spell.
1 success.
Is it everyone
Carrich?
who's... Oh no, Carrick's out the door.
Oh yeah, shit. Your defense.
Like
Sorry,
it.
Eric's carefully defending the empty room the other side of the hatch.
To be fair, it's
Yeah.
not empty. The other guys are there, but also
Yeah, they're already fucked off.
Yeah, so everybody takes 4 damage,
Oh, it's
and your
Really?
armor is permanently reduced by 1.
That's
Huh.
very uncool. Now I need to look up the thing about Sigmarite.
permanently.
I think Sigmarite can be reduced, but only to a certain minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the same about leather armor as well.
Yeah. Leather bodices.
It was weaved
I
by.
enjoyed
That's. That's not a big deal, I suppose. Fuck it.
Sigmarite. Whenever Sigmarite equipment would be targeted by a spell or effect that would transmute it, such as Fool's Gold or Molten Metal, the equipment is unaffected. Additionally, Sigmarite armor would ever be broken or damaged, such as by a weapon with a rend. It can never be reduced to less than 1 armor.
Cool.
So, we do have our armor reduced, but it can only be reduced to 1.
So you wrote down to 1, is that right?
Yeah.
Fine.
So that 4 damage, is that a pre-effect or an after-effect of the spell?
You know what? I don't think... I think it's pre... I mean, that's the order it says it in. The target takes 4 damage, and their armor is permanently reduced, so...
The damage first, then reduction?
Yeah.
That's probably what makes logical sense, I just thought I'd check.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very hot. Oh, it's burning my Sigmarite plates. I feel them becoming less effective as they burn my skin.
43.
Oh, what does our pal do next?
Let me think. Well, I think he might do it again. Another round of reflexes test, please. As he sprays the whole walkway with burning fire.
Oh no!
I hate that he doesn't even know I'm there, and I'm so I've got so much defense against things I can defend against. But I'm just getting
supposed to be right now.
Well, it's supposed to be 2 steps up from where I am currently, so it should be. Well, I mean, it's actually great, but for me, that's fucking great. So,
that is great.
It is great. Right.
Ah, 2 again. So statistically improbable to get 3.
Yeah.
Oh! Nice. Molasses dodges it.
Molasses is going to be the only.
Wow.
The two fucking superhuman immortal warriors are the ones that aren't going to make it out of this.
What's happening to my Sigmarite? Okay, so yeah, the chaps take 4 damage each, and your armor is not affected at all again.
Orixion's dead.
What? He can't be dead. I brought him back to life.
Orixion had 5 toughness. He took.
So
he took 2 damage from that first fire blast. So he had 2 defense before the debuff.
Defense didn't count, I don't know.
You down to 0.
Did the so the
now down to 0.
Well, 0 is fine, right?
Well, no, sorry, no, down to -1 because we went down to 3. No, because I can't go down further than 1 armor, so I do only take 3 damage, so I go to 0 toughness.
Yeah, you're also having. If you're mortally wounded again, you start your death saving throws again. I imagine.
Yeah,
so.
see? You're fine.
It's fine.
Like we said, you can't die.
Rixie, we'll get you out of this in one piece.
Nobody dies in this game, right, Daryl?
Yeah, not if they run away.
Why is it always me?
Oh, by the way, on that account, just saying that, Drayden dies in a sort of a swathe of boiling magma breath.
Oh, Molasses is in between.
You're doing this for your own protection.
In between being burned alive, Molasses is very happy with the
Knocked him
result.
unconscious, most of his brains on the floor, and left him with the dragon.
I mean, I did want to carry him out, but I was told I couldn't, so...
You gave up so quickly. You're like, I'm gonna do this now. Oh, nah, actually, you know what?
No, I did want to carry him out, I just couldn't.
Well, you could. We're all still here. We're all still here.
The Magmadroth is going to swipe at the 2 remaining people who are still standing. So, Molasses.
I'm in shadows, so you can't see me, and I'm in stealth, so fuck off.
Can I not see you, or can I just...
It's not magical, I'm just... Well, I guess it's magical. Oh, you're right, you can see through Shadow Shroud, can't you? Wow. Fuck you.
I can't see through shadow.
Well, then you can't see me, mate.
Okay, fair enough.
Attack those other jobs.
Then it has to go both onto Zuriel, then.
That means 2 attacks against Zuriel.
What's
If
your
Orixion could take it,
what's your defense at the moment?
Good.
Okay, well,
Which I think it's going to be irrelevant, isn't it?
It is a little bit. So that's 8 plus the is it 2 damage?
That's so much.
So much, yeah.
It's also so bad when your armor's been reduced.
This is also penetrating as well, so it ignores that point of armor.
That 1 armor.
Yeah, so that is it's 8 damage.
Right.
No, sorry.
Takes me...
Sorry, 10 damage. It's 10. 8 plus success. No, sorry. 2 plus successes. 8 successes. 2 plus 8. 10.
Okay.
Penetrating.
So that would take me to -6.
So that's a deadly wound.
That's deadly wound.
So that's 3 wounds on the tracker.
Which makes my wound tracker full because some arsehole got me a serious wound when I wasn't here.
Who said that?
So, yes.
So how many wounds? You're mortally wounded then.
I am at 5 wounds.
Okay.
So am I mortally wounded or not? Do I need to take another one?
If you have no spaces in your... Well, let me just double check actually, for the sake of clarity. If you suffer a wound and do not have enough space remaining on the wound track, you become mortally wounded.
I'm not mortally wounded.
No. But
I'm about to be mortally wounded.
You are now.
Now I'm mortally wounded with a deadly wound.
Yes.
Quite a soft roll though, to be fair.
Alright.
So is he hitting on 3s?
It's hitting on 2s.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, actually, that's still quite a bad roll for 4-1s, to be fair.
Yeah.
All things considered. It's
Right.
only 8 damage.
So that, and then in Molasses and Orixion, it's your turn. So Orixion has to do it. Orixion, you.
No, it's me first, isn't it? That wasn't my turn earlier.
You had a. It was
Just
because you can only do 1 action per round.
No, but
But that was his reserve turn.
that was my
Held.
turn. I'm initiative 5, so my turn hasn't occurred yet.
I know, but under the react, it says.
Oh, you changed your ruling without telling me.
Well, you could either have done your thing next round, or it says, or you can do a different action and act last in the initiative order for the rest of the combat.
Oh, I see. So it doesn't carry over. It's only in that round. Well, that's a bit stupid, isn't it? Because what if you're low initiative? You could just never use that. Anyway, that's by the by. Fine. If you say I've acted, I've acted.
Did you use your metal and stuff? Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you still managed. You still did the thing that you wanted to do.
I did, but I now wanted to leave.
If you hadn't have done that, Carrich would have probably flown out of the hatch.
True.
Oh, yeah, he's still content with his choices.
Yeah.
But if it was now his turn, he would leave.
Okay. And then Orixion, you.
Leave.
Yeah, I'm sure you ran out of toughness. Was that just? So you
I
didn't
went
take...
to 0 toughness, but I haven't
You're not mortally wounded.
taken any additional damage to be mortally wounded again.
Fine. So you fly out the window. Molasses.
Free as a bird.
I lunge at the dragon. No. Poor Zuriel. So wait, is he incapacitated or is he? How Orixion just bailed on Zuriel? He just fucking just.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I don't know if Orixion would have been able to do anything. Well, actually, could Orixion have done anything about Zuriel?
So
Try and grab him or something?
Zuriel, you're not mortally wounded yet.
Are you?
No, I am mortally wounded.
And that implies
I didn't
he's.
think you were.
Sorry, Orixion is not. Zuriel is mortally wounded.
I
And
didn't
that
think you were.
implies he's like stunned and can he so he can't move on his turn.
If you were mortally wounded, then Orixion would have tried to grab Zuriel and carry him out.
Okay.
I didn't think you were. So I don't know what kind of stat would be. Athletics, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's let's say a standard 4-2 athletics test.
But why couldn't I carry Raiden out then?
Because they're not trying to kill each other.
He wasn't incapacitated.
Would like to spend a metal to try again.
That's not how metal works.
I'd like to, though. Good. Well, Orixion's failed, and
well, you can use a soul fire, your last soul fire, to automatically succeed.
I mean,
how do you get more soul fire? You don't, do you?
You do.
By being really good boys.
I mean, listen, wait. Let's take this. It's actual.
What is that voice? Sorry, I can hear a voice from somewhere.
Fucking hell, Daryl's getting a pummeling today.
So,
advising on dragon safety from the other chamber.
To be fair, he is the best at dragon safety. well, see what's happened.
Yeah. Doesn't the sheet say, in case of dragon, save yourself first before helping others?
That's true.
In case of dragon, brain somebody else and then leave.
Yeah. That's my escape boat. Bash.
Leave me alone.
So to recover Soulfire, the party needs to achieve a short-term party goal, a long-term party goal. If your maximum Soulfire ever increases, you recover all Soulfire. If a member of the binding takes the Recuperate Endeavour, you recover 1 Soulfire. If you take the Bond Endeavour, recover all Soulfire. If a member of the binding makes a Last Stand, recover all Soulfire.
I think we can do that easily. I think I already made a Last Stand. I thought what I did was pretty Last Standy.
No, a Last Stand is... Well...
Nah, Last Stand is something that you actually do when you die.
You have to be mortally wounded, and then you get all of your stuff back, and you get like auto hits and stuff, but then you definitely die afterwards.
Well, we got loads of mortally wounded. So I think we can easily get Soulfire back.
Let's Soulfire. Can we Soulfire?
For the sake of not being stuck in this room forever, because one of us has to try and pick him up, and then we're going to get wounded, and you have to pick me up, and you're going to get wounded.
Okay. Orixion tries to pick Milo.
Like a difficult
Zuriel.
XCOM level.
Orixion tries to pick Zuriel up, and his like fucking lacerated, burned, melted arms hurt too much, and he drops him, and he screams out Sigmar's grace, and then like is wreathed in a holy light, and picks him back up again, and unfurls his metallic wings, flies out the fucking hatch.
Nice. And then you get hit by a giant hammer.
Yep.
And Carrich goes, "It was me all along. I am the Blackscale coil."
I was waiting for Drayden. He was like, "Ah!" Oh, he went Drayden. Sorry, guys. I thought it was him. I'm so sorry. Molasses leaves.
Great.
With a shadow step. Now,
so you've all left.
Now, my assumption is the other guys are fucking waiting around up top. So, it's a bit rote by now, but one thing I do want to do is, as we all kind of bundle up through the hole, I want to cast an illusion, which is mainly to I kind of see a world where as we kind of all bundle through it, I want to kind of create the illusion of lightning crackling off Zuriel, and it kind of like hits the hatch and just like obliterates it, so it's like looks completely collapsed and inaccessible. The aim being to just basically, I assume that all guys are waiting at the top to tell them basically it's over, fuck off, don't even try, go away.
Well, you can do that, but Carrick's been standing there. They're not there anymore. They're rampant.
Okay. Oh wow, they are. Oh, that's ruined all my plans. I had such fun plans. Okay, well I do that anyway because it's funny. No, I don't do it. We bundle through. We comically all crash into Carrich and all tumble over like with some kind of 80s Goonies something.
All right. You're back.
But I do really shut the hatch because again there's a big drag there.
Yeah, of course.
Jesus, that thing was... Ow, it took a lot. I know nobody died, but it took like everything we had to
did take everything.
Die.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was OP right now, I might be saying something along the lines of "it took you everything," because the guy that said we should all run away now, you spent time beating him up
and not running away.
Wait. That has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you guys got roasted, because I was the one who beat him up and I still got out.
Yeah.
So don't blame me for you guys almost dying. Literally had nothing to do with that.
Well, I mean, I feel like you could have helped in some way.
What?
I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, again, I'm not going to complain because Molasses love what happened to Drain. That was honestly nothing better could have happened. Molasses is so happy. Not only did he get beaten, to pull the Carrich. It'll end and what Molasses does, famously. So yeah, it was pretty.
There was literally nothing I could do in that case.
Yeah, that's fun. Cool.
So you retrace your steps back through the Crucible, and And of course, the big swirly vortex endless spell in the room of magic is active again, as obviously they've left it.
Do we take a short rest?
You can take a breather if you want.
The pressure is off. We've literally, we won the race.
Yeah.
What do we do with the short rest? What can we do with the short rest again?
Wait, so we're not in danger anymore? Because I thought we had to
Really?
get out of here as soon as possible.
We're now. The dragon's down there. They're on the other side of the
Yeah, but that's a
spell.
gigantic beast. Like, who's to say it's not going to...
The hatch is like...
Did an illusion that said that the hatch closed. So.
Yeah, so, and I actually closed it as well, so that's the real double.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to rest in here.
I don't know, something else happened.
I'm sure
You
let's
know,
get
half
one-
the party's mortally wounded. It probably seems good to have a breath.
No, I agree, but does it make sense to rest here? Do you not feel like we could be in danger from the dragon? Or
Well,
beast?
the,
or whatever?
the question the party's facing is they're caught between a dragon and an endless spell. So maybe taking 15 minutes is probably fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's not getting out of the hatch. He hasn't yet. Right. You know.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Just
What do
asking.
we get for a short rest? Do we get
One
toughness back?
after, right?
One.
No, you get all your toughness back. Taking
Wait, since when?
Since you're not in the jungle anymore, you're and
Oh yeah. See,
Where-
you wanted to rest in the jungle.
We're in a nice, we could just get one of these beds up here. That'd be nice.
Well, I'm sorry. I wanted to rest away from a rampaging beast that almost killed you.
He's in a little cubby hole down there.
I don't know how they got him in there, but he ain't coming out.
obviously
I
as a baby,
assume-
as an
I
egg.
was
Good job,
say yes.
Siggy.
I was going to say yes. Clearly, as a little egg, yeah. Hatch.
Yeah, so you all it's taking a breather is the word, is the phrase, for 10 minutes, and you can hear the Magmadroth still raging below you. So it might be an uneasy rest. I mean,
Oh, before she left, Molasses did rub her hands in what's his name, Drayden's bloody corpses, smeared it across her face, just so you know she's enjoyed the rest, just cackling back and forth, just enjoying what happened. It was a lovely time.
and apart from that, anyone? I mean, did anybody actually want to recover the Crucible of Life?
No.
No, sounded like it healed people and made things better. It's not. It's pretty antithetical to what
Because
Molasses sold out.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like the best course of action would be to leave it there. This is the whole point of having this thing here, to protect it, because it can't be out.
I think, yeah, in the absence of an overwhelming alternative argument, Orixion would do what Sigmar wanted to do, which is put all of these things in safes that no one
Yeah.
will get into.
I mean, you have beaten all of the trials, though. Left it open.
That's a fine mark of great pride to have beaten all the trials, just for the sake of it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, as someone who beat the trials of the mountain, the whole thing is the experience.
It's the journey that matters, guys.
And it seems like all the party all seem to think that, which is an unusual alignment of
It is.
Yeah, I
things.
can't wait for the session after next when the Blackscale coil come back to Anvilgard with the Crucible. So you showed us where it was.
I mean, it's in lava, and they're going to get it from there.
They've
You
got
think
some,
They,
really,
if
really
they can get it from the lava and the magma, if the Blackscale coil can get back in here, get the cup out of the lava with that bloody dragon, they're welcome to bloody have it.
It does make me think, should we not be as we walk out, just collapsing doorways and fucking just I don't know, making it completely impenetrable as we go? Not that I can do anything, I've got a dagger. But lightning boy, couldn't you?
Not that I could do any of that, but
Couldn't you be
For real?
blasted down? Yeah, I could leave lots of illusions behind for 2 or 3 minutes.
I don't.
Just hold them on.
What if we were to put lots of boats in all the rooms?
Just a big boat across the front door. The boat that says no entry.
No, given a team of 50 Duardin, like a company of Duardin, who can literally build a whole city in a week.
Sure, okay, yeah,
they
it's
could
pretty-
clear the rubble and don't know, freeze the lava and dig it out.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is it now? Now they know how to get in.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay, no, we can at least. Well, we'll get to it, but we can at least disable the generator. We can steal the fucking thing we put in there, right? And be like, we can smash the generator. That took him 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
But first, we have an endless spell to deal with.
Yes, you do.
I'll leave that to you. Wizards.
How do... You're one of the wizards.
That doesn't sound right.
Sure.
The person who did it was
You're
literally...
the only other channeler in the party.
Well, yeah, but I don't know this all sorts.
Well, Zuriel would presumably know a bit about endless spells, and don't know if he would know how to go about dispelling one. Perhaps Molasses doesn't offer herself as assistance. But yeah, what are Zuriel's options? 'Cause I remember we could hold it, but that requires like someone to stay and do that. Is that right?
Yeah, so you can... It's a 5-2 channeling test each round. So last time we said that they, like, Thestra held it and then the whole party could move across the room, so it would be a case of one of you holding it, the rest crossing, then someone else holding it, so the last person can cross.
That's a good job we got 2 channelers.
Yeah, or you can unbind it, which is an extended DN 610 channeling test.
Is that something
unbind it?
We do it. No, yeah, totally. We'll leave.
Want it to stay here?
Yeah, fine. We'll do that. Fine. Zuriel, you let me through, and I'll definitely let you through. Deal?
I don't really know what other choice I have but to agree with you at this moment in time, but I would just like to register my disapproval at the high-risk nature of this agreement.
Oh, I'd saved your chunky hawk over there. I think you'll be fine. You trust me.
You have proven yourself surprisingly honourable this day, Molasses.
Yeah, I just didn't want to have to carry his damn cork.
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I'll just be holding the what's this spell called?
Well, you could probably guess playing Sigmar bingo, but it's Celestian Vortex.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it is indeed magical hammers flying around.
Just hold on a moment while I put a stop to this celestial vortex. So you said it was a 5-3?
5-2.
5-2? Ha! Shouldn't laugh, gonna fail now.
I almost failed a 4-2, remember? That was mistaken.
Oh, I was the important one as well.
Well then.
Very successful.
Yes, you managed to hold it in place. And the rest of the party scuttles across as you unfreeze it again.
Why do you have to unfreeze it? I just wanted to walk away.
Well, you have to channeling test each round.
So you can't.
So you can't.
Yeah,
right. Cool.
All of his attention. It'd be like those. It's like an anime, right? He's like, ugh, and then like all of his mortal wounds that he's covered in suddenly bleeding again because he's like, ugh. It's cool but kind of grotesque.
Let's see. Well, Molasses crosses and peers back and giggles and like disappears in shadow, but then just reappears and goes, and casts a challenge. Play a little prank, little Daughter of Cain comedy there for you.
With the whirling celestial hammers going throughout this gap the whole time, Zuriel just
see all of it. Yeah,
doesn't see this prank occur.
Molasses still laughs. You can hear her laughing. 4-2, 5-2. Was it again? Sorry.
5-2.
5-2. Nice and easy, I'm sure. Oh yes, absolutely. 6 successes there.
Yeah, you stop it and
that is
I am a wizard.
Yeah, you guys should have done this before instead of being so lazy and letting someone else do it.
She's obviously fucked up the other as well. I guess they really pegged it. They were not committed to the mission, were they?
They were not committed to the mission.
They've been committed to the mission.
Maybe they weren't committed to being like roasted alive.
But they've run quite far. Like, you'd thought they'd assumed we'd be coming up the hatch with them. Look up.
I mean, it's almost like they're running back to like their 10 Order Serpentis knights that they brought with them.
Oh yeah, but it's still quite a narrow linear path. Up there. That's fine. I've still got a plan.
After you survived against the dragon.
Yeah, don't worry, I've got a plan. There was no other way out before the elevator was anyway, and wasn't I trying to learn the other like secret passages, or we should have asked the dragon if there was another way out. Rookie error.
Good actually, it's a good point.
Maybe you could have flown it out the cave and back to Hogwarts.
Into Gringotts.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Take down those bloody goblins.
Except it didn't have wings, so that would have been just
the global goblin agenda, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, and all that gold they just sit on.
So
Goblins.
you reach the elevator.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
And obviously it's been used. It's not there anymore.
Before we go up, not to use the same trick over again, but I asked you. What is there anything that could destroy the thing that we just got rid of? Whatever you call that, I don't have much interest in it. Or is it just indestructible in all senses of the word?
Well, I've two things I wish to say in response to your question, Molasses. The first one is that I don't know, but if the God King deemed it indestructible and built this temple around it, then I don't much fancy our chances of doing much about it. And secondly, I am not bloody going back there to find out.
Well, that wasn't what I was suggesting, you big armoured fool. I'm just conscious of, again, yes, we're walking into an army of lizard men and thieves. They're going to be pretty
They're
angry.
not actually lizards.
Are they?
They just ride on them. They're all elves, yeah.
Oh, well, they're fine. They're all the same. They're going to be pretty demanding of us. I assume they'll assume we have it on us. So I was thinking earlier, again, some kind of illusion showing it being destroyed in front of them. But I suppose if it's the case, there's nothing we can really pretend. Then we'll just have to face the music and deal with them when we see them at the top of the elevator.
It sounds as good a plan as any to me. Now, is there a button to call this elevator?
I mean, there isn't. And the book did not account for this situation. So it's either there is a button or you're all there, starve to death and die. So
they must have gone off it. Oh, is the elevator like back down, or is it called still up, or is it?
Well, I imagine it was down when you left it. They took it back up, left.
Maybe it's like, you know, elevators that do that, or maybe it's like, you know.
I thought it was more like a platform, not like
maybe,
an actual elevator.
Maybe it's like, because it's magic, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it goes up and then it just keeps going up and then it comes.
Whoa.
Yes. If there's one thing I've learned from Elden Ring, is there's always a little crank thing to pull.
Yeah.
Where I look around for the crank thing. That's what I hear.
Look. If you try and put Elden Ring shit in my game, I'll do the opposite.
I'll bring the shit.
Elden Ring already takes up around 80% of the entire day.
Right,
yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a little small portal thing on the side of the lift, and if you put a lightning crackling eye to it, it verifies your identity as a servant of Sigmar, and you get the staff lift.
Is there one of those little like ring bell buttons, the bell that you can press that alerts the janitor?
Stairs.
No stairs. I'm just say the lift reacts to your lightning touch and descends, and you're able to board it again, and just like before, you think to rise and it does so. Whoop. And you end up back in the main hall, which is empty as far as you can see.
Well, we can only see a wall, can't we?
Well, I imagine you go down.
Okay, very suspicious. I feel like when we leave this door, all of our friends would be dead. I suggest we leave the hatch on the top of the building. I know the way.
And then go where?
Well, at least have a height advantage as we descend. There's still that crazy thing on the roof we need to investigate. It might help us. We walk out that front door, we just got lots of pointy spears pointing at us, and
Makes sense.
I'm with him. Her.
It sounds like a tactical advantage.
I lead the way to the hatch of the roof.
Okay.
Which, I mean, it's literally just a linear path up some stairs, but I make it seem really complicated. Like really try to impress how difficult it is to find back up to the hatch.
Yeah. So yeah, you lead them up to the 3 floors that you've been through before.
I show them that tapestry on the way, if that makes it mean to any of them, because you made a really big deal of that tapestry, and I feel like I didn't make no deal about it.
Oh, the standard, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to be upset that I ignored it. I really didn't get the relevance of it, so I show it to them. Do they find relevance in it?
I don't know, chaps. Do you see this banner of Sigmar? Do you? What do you do? It's actually, so I can tell you, it can be used as a weapon. As a pike, I think, or a spear. I can't remember.
There you go.
And it has, well, can't tell you what special effects it has because that'll be cheating.
I mean, it'd be cool if you could use it as sort of, I don't know, a staff.
Oh.
I'm not sure that Zuriel would loot a banner from the Stormvault as much as Milo wants to.
It's a banner on the banner. It's Sigmar fighting that big dragon thing. So which you just basically did. So you know, it's kind of like you're following in the Sigmar's battle. Take it. No one will judge you. I think it's fun. It's not like it's like in a vault. It's just propped against a. Ooh.
There's also
maybe I could take this back to what do they call it again? We never looked it up. What do they call their castles? It's Storm. Maybe I could take this back to the Stormhold to be
Stormkeep, maybe.
Stormkeep. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Stormkeep.
To be
Stormvale Castle. Yeah.
Reviewed by my fellow arcanists for history reasons.
There's also in the I forgot to mention this before, but in the top floor there is actually a suit of a medium armor.
Well, that changes everything.
Yeah, which appears to be some sort of armor belonging to the head priest of this Stormvault.
Medium armor, would that be level 2 armor?
Mm-hmm.
What stops me from wearing it? What's armor limits? I can't remember. Is it like weight or?
I'm not sure.
Because I need some new armor. I've got none. Medium. I guess
I don't know if there are any. It just.
There must be something. You must your
just
character.
get what you get in this game. Like, it's just not really that much of a thing, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
medium armor.
It's medium armor, and it is also blessed Sigmarite.
Ugh. Sounds gross.
Oh, I mean. Oh god, the image of Molasses wearing
exactly. Oh no, it's
sick.
Yeah, no, she doesn't want to either. Makes her throw up a little bit as well. I thought it was more just like you said, priesty, so flowy. No, you take it. It's disgusting. I'll be naked. It's fine.
I mean, it does make sense for Zuriel or Orixion to take it now, right? Your armor's been damaged, so.
So it's quite heavy to carry in a whole set of armor in addition to the armor that you're wearing.
Why don't you take off the one you're
why
wearing?
Not replace it?
I guess so. I mean, is there a difference between this medium armor and Sigmarite plate?
I see it's.
It is Sigmarite. That's what Olly.
Yeah, it is Sigmarite.
Yeah, it's Sigmarite as well. So we'll still have Sigmarite. It'll just be undamaged.
Okay, brother, you take the banner. I'll take the armor. Deal?
Agreed. I've developed enough headcanon to allow me to take this banner with me as we leave. To
sorry, what? You developed what? Sorry?
Of this realm. Head cannon.
It sounds very deadly. I love it.
Yes, well, it's
technology of war.
It's a little bit like what you get when your name's Drayden Stormcloud and you fist off a Stoneguard. You get a head cannon to the front.
Right. I love a head cannon. They're my favourite.
famous sort of non-lethal combatant Stoneguard as well.
It still makes sense.
I feel like I should raise Doom by 1 just for that act. Actually, it's so against.
No, but Drayden was that pretty chaotic creature. Yeah,
Drayden was trying to save you all, and you crushed his head. He could have been like,
I think we'll be talking
off you go,
about this action
chaps.
for a long time. But I totally think that his first hit with the hammer, the angry, the slightly vindictive response was pretty legit, and then it sort of changed.
Because then he got lost in the heat of the moment. What can I say?
Wow, not very Stoneguard-like. That's what I will say. Anyway.
Well, yes, no, you're right. It is not very.
If anything.
No, you're right. It's not very Storm. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe all the trauma of losing that helmet has finally caught up with you.
Not finished mourning, apparently.
Yeah.
Still in anger.
Well, I wasn't allowed to mourn last time.
You're allowed to get like an extra piece of point of metal there.
Is there anything we should know about this armor and the banner?
There is. So I'm glad you took it, Orixion, because if it is worn by someone with the Blessed Sigmar talent, it increases your defense by 1 step.
Oh.
Yes!
Ooh, that's good.
Very good.
And there is another effect which may happen at some point in the future. And then the standard... so the armour is called the Blazing Armour, just so you know, and the standard is called the Standard of the Crimson Twins. So anyone with the Witch Sight talent, which Zuriel you have, recognises motes of celestial energy around the banner, as it is blessed with the power of Sigmar. The Standard of the Crimson Twins grants its bearer and all bearers' allies in the same zone 2 points of additional armour against all kinds of fire and heat-based attacks.
That would have been really... I should have...
That would have been so good.
Was I supposed to take that down with us?
Well, you know, who am I to say?
That would have changed everything.
This armour counts against damage that typically ignores armour. The standard can also be wielded as a pike with a magical trait.
Oh no!
I said we all go. I said all of us go through that hatch, and you went through the front door. The fuck is Molasses going to do with some fancy standard?
That
is what you said, and I'm glad you stuck by it. The choice was to pocket it because it's a game.
Because exactly. Yeah. I played up when. Please factor that into my experience points at the end of the puzzle.
I will. Yeah.
Mission. Playing good RP rather than just looting.
Exactly.
See how much I've grown.
Yeah, just remember like the last time we were in like a dungeon and you tried to loot everything.
Yeah. It's growth, personal growth.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I think it was because when Milo and I ran Wang and we gave you all faction-based secondaries, it was basically like play your characters for rewards. Was how we basically did it.
Yeah.
Which I think helped get into that mindset. Anyway.
Agreed. You guys are wonderful. Agreed.
Thank you.
I think so. That's perfect. Let's end there.
Yeah. So you come out of the trapdoor. You all sort of see this the weird rotatey disc thing at the top still on top of this glowing cage. You look down and you see where the entrance of the Stormbolt is. You can see the line of Order Serpentis knights on their Drakespawn waiting in a line, and you see Juliana and Thistra and Aethys as well.
To be fair, we've whittled their little squad down pretty well.
Yeah.
Getting rid of dwarf and the thing. Yeah, well, it's weird, right? But okay, when we went up, you said we couldn't see the top from the bottom. Is that you couldn't see the spinning thing, not where we're standing, I guess?
Yeah, you couldn't see that top section.
Molasses is still very curious, but I know we've got an army of Serpentis to get through, but does this spinning thing mean anything to you? Your Sigmar boys?
Spinny thing?
Okay.
Oh! That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure whether the spinny thing means anything to Orixion.
Let me just see if you can roll anything. There was something you could roll.
I feel I rolled a Khainite.
Yeah, so it's a DN 4-2 lore test.
Cool. That should be easy because my roll for lore is 2 dice.
So I'll just also prepare a roll.
Oh,
Close.
I think I know what this is.
Hey,
Some
Zuriel?
form of yo-yo.
It's some sort of round.
hey.
I think my knowledge of this is that if it were to be on the ground, it would roll.
I've come across one of these while I was studying to figure out how to increase the
Girth of my penis.
thematic output of my lightning hands. I stumbled across some academia by accident. What is it?
So this is a penumbral engine.
Ah, that rings a bell, but I can't remember why.
So this is a device that renders it invisible. You remember from when we talked about storm vaults before,
Yes.
but the Necroquake damaged several of the penumbral engines, which meant that the storm vaults were all popping up all over the place in vision again. So instead of obscuring the whole storm vault right now, it is literally just obscuring like a meter of 5 meters or whatever. That's why you couldn't see it.
Fix it.
Yeah, and also beneath it you see a silver cage where there's a bright glow, and you also know that to power the penumbral engine, Sigmar captured Flamespire Phoenixes and siphoned their power.
Anyone got one?
Oh, that's just gross.
What does it mean? I think it looks like they're just infinitely living, and that's horrible. Oh dear. So no one has one in their pocket then?
Well, there's one in there.
Oh
It's
shit.
already in there.
So what? Okay. So
It's not the Phoenix that's broken, it's the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Orixion would even try to fix this. I don't know what you'd even do to try. Like,
Yeah, it's a extended Arcana test.
Yes.
I mean,
that is
I
not
don't
much.
think we'd risk it.
I mean, it's not a risk. It's
Orixion
more
doesn't even know what it is. Yet to have Zuriel explain that it was round.
No, you knew it was round.
Like,
Don't sell yourself short. You knew it was round.
that's true. That's quite true. Thank you. Orixion
I-
needed that today.
I bet. Got a rough one. Zuriel. If we had to stop this, well, you haven't told people told about it. We had to hide this place more so that stupid healing device can stay hidden. Any interested in fixing this gizmo? What?
I am more learned in the arts of destruction than creation through the powers of the ether, but I could always have a go. Sigmar does love a trier. He said that to me once.
Yes,
Not
that
in
was-
those words, but I think that's what he meant.
Sounds likely.
How dreadful is this test going to be then?
Well,
1, 2.
it it doesn't actually say anything about being able to fix it. It says to deactivate it, it would be a 6/8 Arcana test, with each roll requiring 3 hours of study and experimentation.
Why would you want to deactivate? Just wait, but all it's doing is hiding itself. Why would you want to?
And it's not even doing that at the moment.
Well, it is from the ground. You can't see it until you get right up close to it. But that's really weird.
If you would have deactivated it, stuff in the Storm Vault would have looked different. Would have been different.
Cool.
We'll look forward to hearing about that later.
Well, then we leave it.
So yeah, Zuriel's baffled basically when he goes to try and make it do more. But I think he's really also quite tentative and hesitant. He's probably a bit like, well, if I could maybe do that, and that, but then they could.
Now the parts will take.
Yeah, maybe better not.
From opposition, can we see the remains of our? Not we have any left. Actually, we had 29 people left, didn't we? Can we see them? Are they tied up, murdered? Are they?
They've been rounded up, and all of your supplies have been captured.
Well, that's just fucking rude.
It's a bit rude.
Can we see any of the Blackscale coil or their allies?
Yeah, you can literally see they're all like camped out in front of the doorway waiting for you.
But it's just the Serpentis and then the three people left.
Blackscale coil, yeah.
But wait, then when you say Blackscale coil, you mean just the three? You mean the elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think we need to just
run away.
Well, we can't because we've got to go back to the jungle, and that's not an easy journey even with all our stuff back. If we can convince the Serpentis to fuck off with these three losers and just come back with us, then that's what we got to do. Offer them a higher price. That's our understanding. The Serpentis are just there as hired goons. They're not really committed to that, so we just have to convince them that.
Offer them a higher price. Do you know how much money I have? About 6. I think there's just like 6 drops left.
We have that big hogshead full of. Oh wait, no.
Both morally and financially bankrupt.
Offer them 2,000 now and 15 when we get to older.
Yeah, you've also broken the alliance that you had, meaning that you're not trustworthy anymore.
Well, they don't know that.
We broke the alliance.
Supposed to be like some badass assassin.
Did they leave before we attacked Drake?
With no wounds.
Did they leave before? No, they.
Yes, they left after, but the one who attacked first was the guy who attacked Orixion.
Yeah, because
Orixion talked to him.
Because he was like, "Look, I'm not gonna go through this in a film when someone's like, give me that thing or else." The other person doesn't say, "We're still mates, right?"
but they didn't hear that. The people left. They don't know what happened down there. That's what I'm saying. I think we have an opportunity to do a bit of.
Well, they did because they saw like they would know Carrich would have opened fire for a reason and started bolting towards them.
Yeah.
No.
He started flying back immediately.
They both there, looked at each other, and he shot Orixion and fucked off.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant, right? Anyway, because they probably intended to do that all along and and were as uneasy in the alliance as ever. So they're probably not going to be making deals with us because they're here to kill us and take it.
I mean, if that's what you would think, then I guess that's
what Zuriel would think. That's what he thought out loud to you guys. Shall we do something?
Yes. Well, look, we need to descend. I think we have an advantage. We we need all our stuff back. Unfortunately, there's no. Well, we could try fighting away at the situation. I think it's more of a talking situation.
Unfortunately, I agree with Molasses.
Yes.
We are in no state to fight now.
I think there's some room for maneuverability. I can talk to this Juliana woman. We've sparred before verbally. I think I can finally outwit her. I can use my illusions to help enforce our position. Is there something? I don't know. Would it help if it showed us we had it? We could throw it into the bushes, then run after it like a dog, and then we could just.
Is
that stupid? That's not a terrible idea.
I mean, you are the master of illusions.
Come and get it. That's too tough. It's probably illusions. They sound great, but they're so easy to debunk. It's like, could we make look like the giant thing pops out of the thing? But then it's like, well, no, the zoom doesn't get them. Right, fuck it. We descend the steps. We get to this high bit here, which is great, because I think we're going to look pretty badass, all of us just lined up, looming over them, which is pretty cool. And I think we just start a dialogue. Anyone disagree?
Works for me.
Go for it.
Yeah, take the lead, Molasses.
This is your plan, so
Yeah, it's your party.
crack on.
I'm just determined to outwit Juliana, which my short-term goal is to outwit Juliana in a battle of words, so it's a bit selfish, but I can do it. You down there, you band of rabble. On hand are army of men and women and non-binary people, if they are there. And we will let you live. For we have just dispatched... What was it called, the big lizardy thing?
Magmadroth.
We've just dispatched the Magmadroth in the dungeons. We have... Your friend Drayden suffered the ultimate consequence for dying at his hands. We will not hesitate to do the same to you. The item has been destroyed, lost to all time. This is over. Leave us with our wounded and our supplies so we can all return. And we'll meet again another day. Or stop us and refuse to release our things, and you will fail the wrath of us, the Magmadroth Slayers. I have, that's it. I'm holding like a scale or a toe. That's what we're doing. Yeah, that's the illusion. By holding some part of the Magmadroth.
That's actually fucking cool.
Yeah, right. That was it. That's what we're doing. Orixion's holding some big fucking toe or like.
The head's too big. But
the head's too big. Some kind of yeah. Whatever DM says is big enough to realistically let me carry.
Because you could cut a toe off and then just carry it, but an eyeball.
I mean, I never got to see how big it really was. An eyeball could still be bigger than all of us combined. DM, any call on what is big enough, small enough, big enough part of the...
I'm wondering, have they spent enough time with you now to know that you make illusions every 5 seconds, to not trust anything that they see?
To be fair, I don't think Molasses used illusions while we were in the...
no, actually, to be fair, Juliana did... We had that encounter with the... Right at the start with the little briefing, but she never actually really... Oh, she did try and touch it, didn't she? But anyway, fuck it, the rest of them don't know, so she can tell where she was, but we can just deny it. Fine.
Okay, fine. Roll me Guile then.
Yeah! Oh, yeah. My 1 point of Guile. What do you want? What's the deal?
I mean, does it sound more like intimidation?
Well, I would rather it be... I'd rather it be about deceiving or lying. Is what I'd rather it be.
I mean, that is what you're doing, yes, I suppose.
Too intimidating. It's a weird. Yeah. I want my advantage in a post-test deceiving others. Is what I want.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great. What does advantage do against me?
Reduces your difficulty by 1.
Okay. So what is the DM reduced by 1?
So it'll be 3s. But as you recall, Juliana's got the same thing, so...
So she rolls against me, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Come on. Please.
Please, Almighty God Emperor.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
Yes! Don't win. It'd be so good if this works.
I've lost to her twice now. I can use... Oh, actually, sorry. I can use metal, can't I, to double train?
You can do that before you roll.
Can I remember to do that before I roll?
This is what happened last time, and I
don't use metal. Can I have 1 more dice, please, Calvin?
Yes, alright.
Daryl, it's fine.
This is how the dice gods work, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's fair. Karma.
Fine, so she's on intuition 5. She's actually on 7. She has an appointment now, so she's going to double her training as well. Wow, that's a terrible roll. I only get 4.
Oh, not again! They've drawn every single time.
So we're rolling again.
How is it 3 to pass?
She has the same thing as you.
Can't really do much better, to be honest. Is this another turn? So, is it the same turn? So metal or another turn? Or just naked now?
Let's do next round. As you continue to argue back and forth and squint at each other.
Okay.
Go on then, roll.
So I done my training. I rolled just one extra.
Yep.
Dice. Cool. Okay, so it's that. And to do that via, so 3 again. To do that via the roll 20 thing, I would give myself a bonus. One roll athletics, not athletics. No athletics.
Yeah, but is it bonus 1?
Bonus 1. Cool. Okay, it's in 3. Okay, bonus 1. Go. Come on. Oh, it's not. It happened last time. I hate her. I hate her so much.
Yeah.
The good news is you might have to kill her.
I don't want to. I want to talk to her. I want to convince her of something.
Yeah, but
Right. Every single time, all 3 times now, we have drawn and then re-rolled, and then she's absolutely just done away with me.
So she says, Molasses, dispel your bloody illusions for once in your life.
What illusion?
She says,
the head of the Magmadroth.
It's the bloody head. Come up and check it, and we'll yes, disprove it. Come, yes, up you come.
She says, I believe you when you say you don't have the Crucible, but just tell me this. Are Drayden and Carrich dead?
I look at Carrich and Zuriel. And this time I didn't do any.
Orixion speaks up and says, "They were slain by the beast. We couldn't do anything. We had to leave."
Such a lie.
I mean, technically, it's not a lie. They were slain by the beast, so.
This is
Technically-
actually true.
Technically, it was a joint effort, actually.
The beast was the lead.
But they did die because
slayer,
of the beast.
Probably.
Well, actually,
They wouldn't have
the dwarf
died if it wasn't for the beast.
Part of a slaying partnership, so.
The dwarf was quite slain by Zuriel.
But mostly originally slain by the dragon.
Exactly. They were slain by the dragon. They wouldn't have died if it wasn't for the dragon. So.
In League of
Anyway,
Legends,
that's what he says.
Can I support his lies? I can't. Can you help with this?
No, I mean, Carrich is absolutely silent. It doesn't say.
It's not a lie. It's a half truth. Come on.
Yeah, but she's really good. She's really good at seeing through lies, as you've just seen.
But it's not a lie.
I would
Okay.
like to hear what the game master thinks.
I think you're bullshitting if you think that she's gonna think that you were like suddenly stopped attacking the people who she saw you attacking and let the
She didn't
Magmadroth
see us
get the
attacking
last
them.
hit. Yes, she did. She
No,
saw
she did
Drayden.
see
She ran
Carrich
past
hitting-
Drayden when he was on his ass.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. That's fine. Sorry, I thought we said they left before we attacked Drayden. No, that's obviously fine.
And she wouldn't believe that if Carrich survived getting past the Magmadroth, you would let him past.
Yes, ignore this sanctuary's fault. Yes, we brutally murdered them because we're vicious warriors, and again, that still stands. You may have seen through my Magmadroth illusion. You're in perilous situation. We have the higher ground. Let us pass. This is foolish. We can stay here and battle in this horrible jungle and all end up wounded, dead, and half bleeding as we try and return to civilization. Or let's some bleeding. Or we could just leave. We could just call it quits. You can snivel off back to where you came from. We can return back to safety, and we can do this dance another day.
She says, on that point, I think we are in agreement. There's no point us fighting any longer if the Crucible is out of our hands. If either of us want to survive the journey back to Anvilgard, then
No more bloody pacts.
there
Don't
will,
you dare say.
there will be no need to fight here.
Good.
We will leave you with one of your wagons of supplies to give you a fighting chance.
You leave us with all of our wagons.
And that's for Carrich.
You just met him in the bloody temple, didn't they? Was he with him already?
No.
Oh, I thought they just
telling you.
found him in there.
They're a rival adventuring party. He was not a dwarf who's been living in a storm vault for 5,000
You just
years.
really forget that.
I thought they just found him.
Alright, how's it going?
So you're going away. Well, I look at the rest of the party. If you're happy with that, I'm like, they've got fucking long back.
Am I happy with them stealing half of our supplies and leaving us with a reduced chance of survival on the return journey? Is that your question, Molasses?
Yes, that is my question.
No, I am not happy with that.
Well, what are our options?
Alex wants to, like, try and pretend that. Well, I say pretend. Wants to shout that Kravich, you know, tried to renege on the deal and attacked me. And you know, you should let us have all of our supplies because you came out on the deal. However, Orixion was very good at lying, and wouldn't succeed at that, even if it was a normal person, let alone someone really good at seeing through lies.
I still think there's a I smell.
The one wagon would be enough supplies for, especially since you know the way back. It will be enough.
What about the hogshead?
The hogshead was there to
Hogsmeade.
Oh yeah, they're taking the hogshead because it's very valuable.
Right. If we think that it would be sufficient supplies, then Zuriel would assent to the plan.
It feels like
in reality, Orixion would make a strategic view of the situation and be like, "We are fucked. Like, we are not going to win this fight to get our hogshead back. We should get ourselves safely to."
We just killed a Magmadroth. What are you talking about?
I know. He's living in his illusion world like Moon Knight.
Exactly. It's all bleeding in. She spits some of the blood of what's his face. It's on her face out and down and says, "You take your
it's still wet."
useless." Yes, I think so. It's after that long rest. I don't know. You take our loot, you savages. Be gone with you.
We accept your deal today, Blackscale Coil. Nobody escapes Sigmar's justice forever.
Yeah, and then they leave into the jungle again.
And we leave a sensible amount of time behind. 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Are all of our members still, everyone's still okay? Yeah, and sort of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the unwilling guy left us, or is he still with us?
So, all right, guys. Do you need another member of your expedition? I'm not really feeling these guys.
You guys have done a bang up job.
That guy who did nothing the whole way. He's just...
Didn't he give up at like the first hurdle? Just fucking back in, like, literally 10 steps away from the city walls. About done.
And he he was resistant to everyone's like leadership tests as well. Just like, I'm not going to leave, but I'm not going to do anything either. I don't know why he's from Birmingham, but
it's a good accent.
And Brummy's so lazy. That's what you're saying.
Wow,
it's true. Anyway, cool. So it's nearly 10 o'clock. So we will we'll say that so the journey back is a little bit easier because you know the way, but without the Crucible of life and its sort of ever healing powers, most of the difficulties are the same going through the jungle. So not a lot of members of your expedition survive, fortunately.
I expect it though.
If we're just left here with the one willing guy, and that's the only one who's left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We rock back into town.
Yep. Mark from Blackheath is still there.
Have you guys seen Attack on Titan? Two of you have, I think, right?
No.
Not all of it, but a lot of it.
Oh, nothing then. I was going to say something that actually matches something that happens in the show.
Yeah, so you arrive back in Anvilgard, and
how long is the journey back? 'Cause the journey there was like 3 months, or am I making that up?
I think each leg was like, what was it, like 3 days? No.
Yeah, it wasn't months. It was like a
weeks
or
weeks,
two.
Yeah.
Okay, made that up.
Yeah, a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks. Yeah, so you return back to Anvilgard, and you make your report to the Grand Conclave, who are clearly not very happy that the Crucible was left out there and partially less well protected, especially since the Blackscale Core now know its location.
I'd say it's more protected.
I would too.
And yeah, they do not see it as a success.
Well, but we stopped
Yeah,
the
they
Blackscale
don't, because
Core
they
from
wanted it.
getting it.
Yeah, for now.
So we can tell them which way to go now. We took maps. I took up maps I've been drawing the whole way at them and say, "You bloody go and get it." There you go. That's the way.
I mean, even if they don't like the ending of this, like, you know, trip, I still think it's the best ending because the vault was there for a reason.
I do agree.
I mean, yeah, but in their view, I see why they don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, from their end, yeah, obviously, like, as far as they're concerned, it's a bad ending. But I think that we did the right thing.
I think we're still also good. I don't think there really are many goodies in this scenario anyway. These people aren't exactly like Sid angels that we've let down.
There's no goodies apart from us, who
Yeah,
maintain
we
the status quo. Therefore,
Yes,
we are the
We
best.
do have 2 agents of Sigmar with us, and both Molasses and Carrich have been bound for a reason. So we are supposed to be the good guys.
You know what really knows what that reason is?
Drayden was.
One of them's a blood-hungry, murderous elf, and the other one's Molasses.
There we go. I was waiting for that.
He's got a.
Yes. So unfortunately, I have to raise the doom by 1.
What?
Yeah. It will change how I actually
They
go
didn't get
forward,
their
though.
cup.
Maybe
Yeah.
they are the goodies.
I didn't expect it to turn out this way, but this is a very interesting path.
Can you elucidate? Was that because we didn't get them the cup, or was that because of what character?
So basically the doom is tracking how bad things get in the area that you're in. Like, maximum doom is like everyone's fighting and it's just war and whatever. So you're 1 step closer towards. So the Crucible would have, through its healing powers and that sort of stuff, help Anvilgard itself. Not to mention help with the whole Defoliant situation. So
I guess thinking about it, we could have taken it for ourselves, I suppose. So,
Yeah, but why would we take it for ourselves? Again, the whole point, especially with these 2
have a little
angels.
sip. Have a
No,
little
we could have
sip from
taken
the
it.
Crucible.
come back and said, "We now rule Anvilgard because we're the keepers of the thing of life." And
Of course he'd say that. Of course.
I'm just saying. Like, that's
No, of course Molasses would think that, yeah.
I think that would. Can we do a redo? Actually, that's what I want to do.
So
Instead, actually.
Molasses dives into the lava and saves the
Wait a
cup.
second. I'll just set us up there.
Yeah, I have a spell
It's shadowy
called. I have a spell called
No.
Grab Cup. Pick up
Grab
cup
cup.
with shadow.
Lava dissolving.
Yes.
Yes.
So XP.
Yeah, we get lots of.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, perfect. This is perfect because I just wanted to upgrade my character.
Okay, good.
I've been quite stingy in past.
All-
ways.
I was only in it for the upgrading of the characters. Not
Yes.
really.
Well,
What?
if you were just
No.
in it, if you wanted to maximize XP, I'm afraid that didn't happen. So you get 1 XP for completing the adventure.
Right.
You get 1 XP, and this is credit to Molasses for discovering Drayden's betrayal before he could sabotage the Hogshead.
Oh.
If you weren't
Wait, at which point?
if you weren't guarding it, he would
I
have.
wasn't such a good quartermaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He would have emptied the Hogshead into the jungle floor, and it would have sprouted a giant Nalmor tree.
That would
See.
have been.
Well, I'm just saying it was, Carrich who told Molasses to guard it.
Yeah, that's why Molasses was hanging around the wealth and riches in the middle of the thing. She wasn't trying to ransack it for herself at any point.
Exactly.
Very honourable. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. You missed out on half the expedition surviving, which would have been 1 recovering the Crucible would have been 1. Defeating Kaminos, the Magmadroth, would have been 1. And also ending Dawid Heartrock's misery would have been 1. You just left his head there.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? It's a head. How could we? It's a head.
Nice.
Wait, how did we forget that?
But it's a head. What do you mean end his misery? It's a head. How do we?
It was alive though.
It was permanently alive and being tortured by Sloppy
Oh my god,
Barpiper.
I completely forgot about that.
Oops.
What happened then? Let me check my notes.
But what are you?
I don't remember
You forgot
that.
about it too.
Look back on the YouTube video. You specifically say, "No, we leave him for now."
Yeah, we forgot.
He's like,
We're
"Come
bad
back."
people. I'm not sure we're the heroes of this story.
Yeah,
You were not the heroes of this story.
Deciding to leave the cup.
yeah. I think it's a bit mean. Like we chose a very RP.
We chose a valid path.
Yeah,
I
I
meant just like
mean.
Apparently not.
What is this like? A role-playing game or is it like Call of Duty? Like just one linear.
Let's go and steal Sigmar's relics and just give them out to like
People who
the
need
local
them.
council.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
Mike.
Who says they could be trusted with them?
Yeah,
Who
the
says it's
Blackscale
doing
boys.
anything sat in a vault?
You know,
Well,
Mike.
it's
I
not.
mean,
Well, no, obviously there are arguments to and for both for and against leaving it in the vault, but I think the adventure is a little inflexible if the only way to succeed is to do exactly as you're told. That's all I'm
I
saying.
don't know that's how
one
RP
XP point.
I'm more concerned that there was XP for killing the fucking Magmadroth. Did it have like 1 HP? Or
Yeah.
something? Did we actually just turn around and just...
well, yeah, but wait. Remember that we could get
Maybe
the
didn't
armor
even
and the banner before we went down there, and it would have changed things a lot. Then we would have actually had a fighting chance.
It still was doing 3 attacks every turn with 10d6 damage.
Well, yes, but you increased the armor of everyone by 2, which is a lot.
Against fire, it was still doing 10d6 with its claws.
No, you increase
Would
armor.
have been brutal, but it might have been possible.
It would have still got away. I've got my notes here. We get to Sloppity Billy Piper talking to the head of Dwarvid Heartrock. We defeat him and move to the Storm Vault. We did not. What's that?
Sloppity Billy Piper.
Well, I think that's stingy. My short-term goal was to out-negotiate Juliana. And I feel I tried very hard. And I think I should get an experience point for trying really.
You did do it.
So what? You get an experience point for playing the game as you should.
You get the participation medal that we've been told constantly that all children get at school every day for all reasons.
Right?
For the last 20 years.
You
Right.
did beat her that time, and I did say that you got your short-term goal. So
lovely. So I got more experience. Oh, that's good.
Zuriel, you had one as well that you achieved, right?
I don't know if I really achieved the short term. Well, no, I had two, right? But his main goal was to secure the basically to stop anyone else getting the Crucible. The other one was to try and preserve as many lives as possible of the expedition, thinking that they might be attacked more rather than just generally die to pestilence. So he did do his best on that, but I'm not sure he really achieved it.
I think you did. I think the moment where you could have failed it was when and there were several points where you could have been like, just like leave the wounded, or just like leave the sick, or whatever.
He did act always to try and like I said, preserve their lives. There just wasn't as many good moments for it as I'd hoped. But yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, so I'd say that was done then.
Nice.
Did the other two have short-term goals?
Orixion definitely didn't. I'm not going to make up ones that he had to get points.
Oh, that's honourable. Carrich, did you get your helmet back yet?
Well, no, I haven't. I didn't get any of my goals, like neither short nor long. I needed to get some information about the whereabouts, and I didn't get that of my helmet. Sorry.
Oh man.
Oh, and then you see Ares Swift Prow walk in the streets of Anvilgard with your helmet on. Ah, what a dick.
Don't make Carrich kill someone else.
I'm not making anything happen.
Is that why Carrich wanted to kill Drayden so bad? It's because he thought
You might know where Zammit is.
Drayden had his helmet.
I fucked your helmet, Carrich.
I fucked it every night.
Right.
Oh,
Good,
poor
good.
Boris. I mean, wonderful adventure. 3 XP seems a bit stingy for about 7
Well,
weeks.
3 for you, 2 for the rest of us.
Well, exactly.
Orixion and I.
Play the fucking objective. That's what I will
I
say.
already knew what I
We
wanted.
played it as a role-playing game. I think we all take one honourable experience.
You think
If we all decide we've got one, he can't stop us. If we all just decide together, what's he gonna do?
I can decide to make Magmadroths come for you in your sleep.
Mike, if you feel that this is unfair, just go and play Mass Effect and you'll be fine.
Oh, no, I can't. I've got too much Elden Ring to play.
There's just never there will never not be Elden Ring to play.
That's true.
Yeah. Alright. I'll see you next
Well,
time for a new
GG.
adventure.
No,
OP.
very, very cool. That was kind of crazy.
Thanks, mate.
I really enjoyed that. It was great.
Yeah, that was fun.
Super rough, but
That was
yeah.
great.
It was rough, but in a good. It felt very organic.
But you know
Super.
what? Like, given what Olly said at the end, like obviously the things that we were supposed to do, it just feels like for once in our campaign, things actually just went wrong,
Yeah,
and we don't usually get that.
Yeah,
It was a very big
did
mixed bag.
It felt quite
Stuff
hard.
wrong and didn't react well to things that were dangerous and paid the price.
It's actually
I-
kind of exciting, to be honest, to see how what
Yeah.
things what happens now. You know, given what happened already.
I